You and I seemed like we'd get along. Suddenly, he abruptly stops contacting you. Why doesn't he call him right away? Please watch this video through to the finish and use it as a reference. If you have any questions regarding psychology, because I am a woman. Why did his passion suddenly wane as a man without contact? Might notice that a guy you're very into stops responding to your texts. When this occurs, you don't need to overreact. To learn how to handle the situation, and to understand the 6 rules to follow when he suddenly stops texting, watch this video carefully through to the very end. Then, when you go out and meet a guy who is cute, interesting, and funny, everything changes for the better in your life. You text each other for weeks, and you even start hanging out. Over time, though, the number of texts he sends you decreases. And eventually one day he stops sending you any at all. You begin to question your actions in relation to the guy's decision to cease texting you. Everyone finds it annoying when a guy abruptly stops texting them. The weeks that you texted and hung out led you to believe that you had a relationship. As a result, you are perplexed as to why he suddenly stopped contacting you and are unsure of how to respond. Here are 6 guidelines to follow if he suddenly stops contacting you. Starting with the first. Don't put the responsibility on yourself. Number 6. Do you consider him to be your emotional garbage now? Everybody experiences the strain of daily living. It can be tedious to describe worry to someone, though. What if discussing your stress is the subject of the majority of conversations? It's okay at first. But what if it happens again? He'll want to find a place to hide. He can remember. As I'm speaking to you. Regardless of how appealing you are. Your spouse will struggle because of your persistent emotional weariness. Keep in mind that he wants to enjoy life with you as well. Most discomfort is only divided by less than half. It's only 2 hearty individuals. Make it a practice to share many entertaining tales so that your time together is enjoyable and interesting. Number 5. For a man, personal motives. A man occasionally requires his cave. This could occur unexpectedly. He is not responding to your texts for a variety of reasons. In any case, you shouldn't hold yourself accountable. Stop imagining reasons why he isn't responding to your texts. Give it some time. To give the guy some room, he will then begin contacting you once more. But if the man's circumstance doesn't change, the connection might not exist. Timing is crucial when it comes to encounters, which is a great pity. Number 4. He will never be able to comprehend my disadvantage. The criteria for flaws that each individual finds unintelligible are mainly evident. A strong opinion, for instance. For example, I despise girls who don't like hamburgers. It's possible that there was a quirk in our conversation that he could never put up with. Consider the discussion about what it is from earlier. This is typically more complicated than a hamburger. Have they expressed their views on gender, religion, or aggressive tendencies? Now that you are aware, think about what was said before cutting contact. Number 3. They need time to develop relationships when you don't give them the time they require. Consider whether I can open up before he can. Some relationships are instantaneous, but the majority of them deteriorate over time. You need some time to laugh with him. Hasty actions may cloud his thinking. Take a moment to contact them if this is the case. The dying flame could subtly rekindle. Number 2. Did you not just listen without saying anything? Consider whether you were genuinely interested in what they had to say. The act of conversing involves both offering and receiving information. He does not host a talk program. It would be challenging if the talk show host and the subject conversed with one another. Although you may have found it interesting. If the other person continues to chat, they will grow weary. Keep in mind what was said in the dialogue. Make sure they aren't. Number 1. Trying not to appear overly eager. One of the most frequent explanations for why he doesn't call is this. This is especially true at the beginning of a relationship. If this occurs, make an effort to get in touch with him right away to allay his concerns. If he tells you not to contact him because he doesn't want your continued contact, it's true. He is not interested in you in such circumstances. What is the issue? However, if you've already communicated, it won't. He doesn't want to seem too eager. This is one of the most common reasons why he doesn't call. This is most true in the early stages of a relationship. Try sending him a humorous image or video that he like. And when he answers, pick up where you left off. If a guy stops messaging you for a few weeks and then, out of the blue, texts you to see what you're up to, ignore him. He just started contacting you because his original plan to date someone else didn't work out. Because you were his fallback plan, he is texting you again. Ignore him and don't let him treat you like a given. Every human relationship is challenging. So, it's amusing. Even if you are single, a relationship might come your way one day. So look after yourself and think happy thoughts. We can only love others when we have a healthy love for ourselves. I appreciate you coming. Please hit the like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.